Okay, so when people arrive up here to the race arena, have their seat in the grandstand to watch the race, they don't understand what goes on behind the scenes. So much happens during the early morning hours and then once the lifts close in the evening to keep that race course in great shape. Steve Prawdzik, he is the volunteer coordinator for the Talon crew, the race guys, and you guys are up there early and you have your work cut out for you, especially when there's some snowfall. Tell us about how things are going up here this year and what you encountered today and how many people you have out there slipping that course.
Well, today adds a little bit of an extra challenge for us with the new snowfall. We've got about 150 Talon crew volunteers up there and another 50 or so from the Beaver Creek Race Department. We got all hands on deck right now and every shovel out there trying to scrape the surface down to a hard pack, side slipping the course and getting the course ready for today's race.
I think it's pretty interesting because, you know, the general public, we all come here and we want to ski and we love powder, but the guys that race on the World Cup, they want no snow. They want that course as slick as possible, right?
The expression in our world is you don't have to shovel sunshine. So if it doesn't snow, we prefer the man-made snow. It's a better surface for the racers, and it's a lot less work for us.
Now, let me ask you another question. I've seen it. I don't know if it happened this year, but there's been times when the people have actually gone up, injected water into the course to make it even slicker. Is that something that we had to do this year?
We do that most years. We don't actually inject. We take the snowmaking system and basically turn the air off, and they go in there and grind up the surface of the snow with the winch cats into big chunks, and then we water it down heavily until it's like this sloppy mess. And then the snow cats, we go away, and the winch cats hook up again and make it all smooth and pretty, and then we just scrape a little surface dust off it, and we're ready to go.
And it just kind of creates a nice icy slush pack that's nice and smooth so there's none of that powder around.
The denser we can make the snow, the better it is for the racers. And we have here in Beaver Creek the advantage of altitude, elevation rather, which most of the European resorts don't have. So we're able to get a really hard packed snow with a very dry surface to it.
And when did you guys start getting the track ready? Was it a week ago? Was it 2 weeks ago? Was it a month ago?
Talon crew started the Sunday before Thanksgiving. So almost 2 weeks ago, we had crews out there getting the netting up, getting materials staged in place, hanging the A-net and the slip skirt.
And we saw a handful of falls yesterday, kind of in that same area up on the hill, and that netting really is a lifesaver, literally.
That's what it's there for. It's designed to slow down the racer and return them into the course in a safe manner instead of letting them fly off into the woods and hit a tree.
And you have like different layers of it. There's A, B, and is there also a C net?
No, there's an A-net with the slip skirt. That's the big, tall blue stuff that you see hanging from the permanently installed poles. We put a slip skirt on the front of that so they don't get entangled in the net. They slide across the net. And then for the areas where there's not as much potential for the athlete to go flying through the air, more of a slide on the snow, then we have the B-net system. That's kind of the orange and red colored fencing, and we'll do 2 or 3 layers of that sometime. Yep. But it's the same idea. They break through several layers, and it slows down the athlete.
How many miles of netting is out there? Do you know off the top of your head?
You know, we had that one time. It's like 3 or 4 miles or 5 miles. It's an amazing amount of netting.
And there's a science to it all. That is amazing. Steve, thanks for taking your time.
My pleasure.
From coming out on the hill to be a part of our interviews. You guys are doing a great job. So if you see the Talon crew around today, give them a high five because they're the people behind the scenes that make it all happen. Back to Tracy now.